Welcome, welcome. I'm super excited. We're going to go through the vision board process. So, creating your vision board, you can do in multiple different ways. If you want to go out and buy magazines or books or newspapers and cut them out and use glue sticks and make an old school vision board, go for it. If you want to do this digitally, I'm going to walk you through that process today. So, super simple. I just use Pinterest and Canva, both free resources. It does take a little bit of time, so I'm going to kind of speed up the process a little bit, but I am going to show you step by step how to do this. So I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to get into it. So first thing you're going to want to do is actually pull open, and let me just pull this up here. We're going to open up Pinterest. So with Pinterest, if you are unfamiliar with this resource, it's one of my favorite resources to use. And essentially it'll pull up and it'll be a feed like this. Before you dive in to saving images, the first thing you want to do is kind of come up with what are the things that you're looking for. And so what I did was really simple is I just took a Post-it note and I wrote down key things on there that I'm kind of looking to manifest within the next year, and some goals, some tangible goals, some things that I'm kind of working through. Some things I can share, some things I'm not ready to share yet. The first thing I have on here is garden. We're looking to really create a couple different gardens within our yard next year. I think my daughter is going to love doing that, watering them, tending to them. So we are looking to do that. One of the other things we're doing is actually turning this space that I'm in right now into a playroom. So it's going to be like a full renovation, but I want to create that. One of the other ones is my kitchen. We really want to redo the kitchen. And some of these things are tangible things where it's just go out, buy the materials, and make it happen. Some of the other ones, we are in the talks and in the works of talking about baby number 2. So that is something that isn't something I can just go out and buy. That's something that truly has to happen when it's meant to happen, if it's meant to happen. And so I'm putting that on my vision board and we shall see. So some of the things are things where it's simple as go out, buy the materials, do the work. Other things are things that you're manifesting into your life. So whatever those big things are that you want to attract within the next 6 months to a year. I typically will do a vision board every quarter. I usually do like a year vision board where it's like very big picture of things that I want to happen within the next year. And then I'll do mini ones. So when the seasons kind of change, I tend to go through a little reset of my own. And during that, I'll create like little mini vision boards and things that I can just keep on my desktop or keep in my notebook to remind me of where my focus is for that season. So go through, take a piece of paper in your notebook, take a little sticky note, and just write down the big things that you are looking to add to your vision board. Now we're going to go in and look for images. So I would first go into Pinterest. Let me move my screen over here and just hit the search. And in the search, I don't think I found a good garden image. So let's look up background, garden, backyard ideas. Or you could look up aesthetic. Aesthetic is a good one. Design is a good one. Ideas are a good one. And let's see what comes up. All right, so for this, I'm looking for like the raised garden beds. We also have a lot of squirrels in our yard, so we are going to need to come up with something. I am thinking something either like this one where it has like the cage around it or an actual greenhouse. But the idea is to really look through Pinterest and find the images that stand out to you. And this, I searched for a while on here. I couldn't find one that really like popped for me, and I may just have to pick one for the sake of creating this for you. Let's go back up here and let's just pick this one because this is close. I just want it to be a little different, but this one is close. So you would, Oh, that's not a, that's an advertisement, not a pin. Let's try. mm, 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 mm. I kind of like, I like this, but I want it to be prettier. Um, so if you're not finding what you're looking for, the other thing you can do is just kind of change the verbiage a little bit. Let's look up vegetable garden. There we go. Okay, so that gave me a couple more ideas. So what I'm really looking for, something along the lines of this. This is fairly close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this image. And first thing I'm going to do is because I want to collect all of my photos into one space. So I actually created a board for this. It's just my vision board. And all you're going to do is hit save. Once you've collected all of your images, you're just going to go into your profile under saved, find that vision board, and then you're going to download each of these images. So these are the images so far, and I don't think this is going to give away anything. It might. If it does, sneak peek, you're welcome. But yeah, so these are the images that I have saved so far. And I would say don't do more than like 20 or 30 images. Like 30 images is going to be a lot. And I have created vision boards in the past that are very small images and they're just hard to see. It's hard to realize like what you're focusing on. So I tend to like doing less images and making them a little bit bigger. So my advice for you. So, okay, once we've gotten in here, now I haven't saved this one yet, so we're going to do this together. Pull up the image, and if you hover over these three dots and click on it, it'll give you the option to download the image. So download the image, hit OK. All right, so now all of those images are downloaded. Now we're going to go into Canva. So after you've done your search, after you found all your images, you've saved them to the board, you want to go back in, download all of those images, and then we're going to open up Canva. And I'm going to start this fresh for you all. So we're going to get out of this. Okay, so when you're in Canva, you pull it up, super, super simple. We're just going to create a new document. And I've already typed this in, but essentially type in desktop wallpaper. You can also, if you're going to be putting this into your workbooks, I would suggest doing like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And then you can always edit this to make it fit into the workbook. But I also like having my vision board on my desktop. So I will actually put it on my laptop, not my main computer. But I do put that on my desktop. I will also put that into my workbook or on my mom binder that I look at every single day. Okay. So once you've opened this up, you're going to go into uploads, and then you're going to see all of your images here. The way I do this is I will just click all of the images to get them on the page, and then I will size them, rearrange them, and edit them as needed. I do need to upload that last picture, so I'm just going to hit upload files, and it should be in here. Of course, now I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, I do need to upload that one and that one. Okay, so we're going to select these two to upload. That one. I knew there was photos I was missing. Not that one. Not that one. That one. That one. There's lots of images I was missing. Good thing I did this. Okay, that one. And there's my garden. Okay, and then we're just going to hit upload. Now all of these images will go in there. And we can add all of these to the vision board. Okay, all of my images are on here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start arranging them, and I will just resize them. And I kind of do it based off of like where I group them into where they are. So my like mom life working images over here, her playroom over here. This is for something coming soon that I can't really talk about yet, but coming soon. We're gonna put this over here. Okay. This is a quote that I just loved. So I'm gonna put that here near the motherhood stuff. And you can crop, like I don't need all of this extra in here, so I'm just gonna crop that. That, move this over here. And you can overlap. So like with this one, I don't need like this bottom space, so I could crop it, or I can just kind of layer on top of it. Again, whatever works for you. This is your design, your vision board. You get to decide. Some images you want a little bit bigger, do that. If you want them a little bit smaller, go for it. This is something that I really want, so we're gonna put that in the middle. I just thought this was a cute photo. And sometimes it's simply just a photo that like resonates with you and it's something that you want. That's perfectly fine too. I'm gonna move this over just so I can get to the rest of the photos. I have been dying to redo our kitchen. It's a little dark right now. I've redone our kitchen, fun fact. I've redone our kitchen 4 times now since I've moved in. We moved in, or I moved in 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Oh my gosh, 6 years ago. Long time. Clearly, I have a lot of like mom life going on. And I am such a Christmas junkie. I love Christmas. Love it. I have been telling my husband I'm going to start decorating, and so far he's held me off. I partially think that's why he's letting me do the garage renovation right now, so I don't decorate. But it's coming. It's coming soon. We will definitely be decorating for Christmas. We are going to Disney this year at Christmas time, and yep, there we go. Not saying anything. Not saying anything. So we're going to Disney at Christmas time and like the second week in December. And so I want the house fully decorated, ready to go before we leave. I want all the Christmas shopping done. I want all the wrapping done. I want the decorations up. We probably won't turn the Christmas lights on until we get back. Maybe we will. But I want to have everything like done so that when we get back, it's purely just like Disney Christmas magic, and we can watch Christmas movies and we can bake and we can just really enjoy the holidays. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in the middle because it's the thing I really, really want right now. Really want it. Okay, and then so when you're layering, you go to position to back or to front to move them around. Right? And then I will just kind of rearrange things. I don't usually have like a rhyme or reason to it. It's not like, it's really just whatever kind of fits in that specific spot. And I just kind of arrange until it's where I want it to be and I'm happy with it. And then when this is done, you can either save it and use it as your desktop background, or you can do it as in your workbooks. I really recommend doing it in your workbook. But if you don't have your workbook, go get a workbook. Okay. Arranging here. That looks good. And then I really just keep going until I'm really happy with it. So this is something that my perfectionist self struggles with a little bit because I want it to be so aesthetically pleasing. But I also try and remember it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever I want it to be. Looks good. Put this up here. All right, so you're getting insights into this is my actual vision board. These are the actual pins that I had on here. So, you know, you're getting a sneak peek. Okay. Make this just a nope, it's gonna go back. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna move this over a little bit. Let's swap these. So this garage space is gonna end up being my office and a playroom. And hopefully that ends up working out the way I want it to. See? Okay, so some of these images, I just see what I mean. So this is where like when you have too many images, it just gets cluttered. And I really like the way it's looking so far. So I just have to make like this photo. It's not giving exactly what I want. And I already have a couple other photos. So I'm actually going to delete that one. And I'm going to move this down here. It's down a little bit. We'll make this a little bigger. I'm actually going to move this one over. This one over here. This is a lot of fun. And growing up, I definitely did like the old school vision boards, and I probably still have some somewhere with like glue sticks and magazines. They were so much fun. I love them. This photo, again, isn't really popping for me, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This playroom is a big focus for me. I really want this to work. Family is super important to me. Move this over a little bit, move this over a little bit. Down a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Okay. And spend as much time on this as you want to. Like this does not have to be something you rush. This can be something that you do over time. Ooh. This photo represents something, so I really want to keep this in here. Where do I put it? I have to keep my garden space. Okay. So this part, like freezing in my office. Okay. I'm gonna move you down here, move you up here. There we go. Okay, that feels better. Yep, 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 yep. That'll work. She needs to have her kitchen. And I need the garden. The garden is such a focus for me, and it's like the smallest picture. It's fine. Okay. Make it a little bigger. How do I make this work? Okay. You're gonna go a little smaller. And you're gonna go over here. You're gonna go over here. And you're gonna go here. You're gonna move this way, this way. Done. Move this down. Okay, cool. All right. There is my current vision board. I actually really like the way that this came out. If you want to add text over it, you absolutely can. Maybe add some like fun text throughout it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep it pretty and simple. I like to kind of keep it where if someone sees this, they're kind of like, I wonder what that is for certain things. Because certain things represent not what you think it does. Like, where's that photo? This photo right here of the woman just typing, it doesn't represent what you think it does. And I think that's kind of fun. So now what you're going to do is just hit share, download. I'm going to download it as a PNG. That's fine. Download. And then I can go ahead and set this as my desktop background. I can print it out. I can put it into my binder. I can put it into my workbook, whatever works best for you. Okay. All right. So that is how I do my vision board. Super simple. Thank you so much for watching. I am really excited to see what you come up with. Please feel free to share this on social media. Be sure to tag me, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.